Okay, garage. House. I do like it, I'm going to tell you up front, but I'm going to show you some things on the inside, of course. This ivy out here on the wall, it needs to go. And the only reason why is termite, access for termites. You have one on the corner there and one on the corner here. On this far corner of this window to the left, over here, is wiring that they probably installed in the tuck pointing for it to grow up, kind of give it something to hold on to. I don't know if you could see it. It's kind of hard to see on that gray brick, but that's it. That's what the wiring is. Okay, so that needs to come off just to prevent termites, right? Okay. Everything else looks pretty decent out here. You can actually see some foundation. Some of this needs to be cut back a little bit from the house, but really no big deal. Easy work. Huh, well, I say easy, but Shree will be doing it. Front porch has a nice appeal. High ceiling. I don't consider this a single story, by the way. 1.5 at the least. Not a full 2, but you'll see why 1.5. At formal living room, excuse me, with the fireplace. Love the rock. I did speak to a neighbor. He said that he believes Flippers actually bought it from an older couple, did all these renovations, and now they're trying to sell it. This is one of the drawbacks. This is a sunken living room, and a lot of times we see moisture issues on these types of flooring. So it's something you'd want to watch out. And if you did have moisture on this flooring, you'd want to change this wood to a tile, which would be almost irrelevant if water did push through the flooring of itself. It does have some nice features though. The wood's very pretty. It's a darker brown. It has electrical inset, looks like right here. And for y'all, the windows are fantastic. Wooded behind the lot. It's really pretty. Step downs are also a negative, typically. Most consumers want one flat floor. So just know these are really the only 2 steps other than the stairs. On this back wall here, the only time you're really going to be on it is the homeowner, because the master bedroom is in this back left, and you're going to go to the kitchen on the right. I just left the master bedroom. There is an exit door for the wood deck to go to the sauna. I do want to say this. I'm going to cross over this formal living room floor. I'm going to try and get close to it so you can see a better color of the wood. But it almost looks like the seams where they're spaced together have a little bit of a buckle to it, and I don't know if it's just the glare. It's super cloudy today, but I'll see if you can kind of see what I'm looking at. Can you kind of see maybe they were pushed together too hard, or maybe it was the way they were stored. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just that I can really see the seams, and I can't really see the seams over here very well. So then maybe that makes me think it already has moisture. Maybe not. Maybe it was installed poorly. Again, just in this inset here, sunken formal living room. Okay, just so you know. Place. Stone. So here's the kitchen. It's not as large as your house used to be, but I would tell you some things that I would change probably on it. This little bay area has a can light above it for your kitchen breakfast table. It has pendant lighting, which a lot of people like. Sink that faces out, which is fantastic. This room is really kind of set up for a living area, I believe, because it has a ceiling fan and light fixture and television plug. But I would probably put a formal dining room there, or you know, something of that sort, because that front room I showed you to the right of front door does not have a center light, so you would not put a formal dining room in there. Kitchen cabinets look more to me like a shaker style cabinet, just very simple, wood all the way around it on the inset. And they have a wine rack that they put in. They have glass on some of the doors. They have a decent pantry over here. Kitchen oven looks like a warming drawer or a microwave that's, yeah, it's the microwave. And then here's the oven. Appliances look new. About 1.5 feet on the shelf, or 1 foot on the shelf, which is plenty. Plenty of room. I like the light inside there, so that's terrific. Laundry room right next to it, which I think is wonderful, because who wants to run to a whole nother location when you're trying to actually get things done? Place to fold clothes, and maybe even a desktop if you'd rather have a little computer in here. There's plenty of storage though, cabinet spaces and things like that. Okay, so I'm walking from the kitchen now and through the breakfast room. There's a stairwell here to the right, as you can see, and it's a room over the garage. I want to show you the garage. It's huge. Here's the garage. It's more than just a 2-car garage. I'll take a tape to it before I leave so I can tell you the length of it to give you a better idea. (24.9 by 21). That's the garage size. And I measured from this wall right here, it's the stairwell. I measured from this, I didn't go behind it. And from this double door right here. Okay, stairwell going up. This is that bedroom. Probably perfect for your son. It's a private bathroom. He overlooks the backyard, and there's a creek behind it. That's the one thing that the neighbor said. He said he kind of fights erosion. His house is on the left of this house from the front yard. He said he would think he fights the erosion more than you would, because he's closer to the creek line. Looks like all the showers in that were redone. This just makes me think of a boy. The color in here, kind of more of a slate look, clean, straight look. Walk-in closet. Okay, so now I'm walking from that bedroom up there through the area I said I would use for a formal dining room, on that little walkway that's raised by the formal living room into the master. Every room almost has a ceiling fan and a light fixture. Great view of the backyard. It looks like an old hot tub. Just assume you're replacing it. I can't imagine that was even touched. The cover looks pretty old. And then here's the master bathroom. Double sinks, double mirrors. High ceilings, which I know you really like. Skylights, which I think are terrific, but you will see, I'm going to see if we could pull in here. Lots of caulking's been put on this edge up here. So just know, maintenance-wise, it's going to be a maintenance thing, and possibly something that needs to be replaced at some point when you're here. Bathtub is beautiful. I'm sure you've already seen that and have fallen in love with that. And then a little ledge in the shower. See if you could see that. There you go. 2 shower heads, which is very nice. And then the inset in the wall for cosmetics. Water closet. Closet for both of you. Shri and Abaya. Plenty of room, I think. I don't know Abaya to have too much stuff, so to speak. Like the flooring too, I'm going to get a close-up for you. And these kitchen cabinets are similar to what's in the kitchen, but not the same. Almost a 12 by 6 size tile. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard. The grout is muted and there's very little space between them. Here's the linen closet for the bathroom, master bath. Lots of space in here for storage. Okay. Love the view. Okay, so now I'm going to go up these steps. It's to the left, and there's another bedroom up there for Maya. I think she would just love. I could totally see her in there. I know she's a little bit more grown than the last time I've seen her, but just so you get an idea where I'm entering from in the house. Okay. Okay, so this is a bedroom up in the front of the house. Also ceiling fan, high ceiling with the beam, mock beam. The granite's everywhere. It's pretty. It's all neutral. Same flooring that's in the master, but it has more of a white grout to it, so it's a little bit more defined. You can kind of see the length and the width. It almost has a linen look, if you would, or if you know what I mean by the fabric of linen. Again, inset in here. It's pretty. The showers are pretty. Nice accents. So maybe she would want that smaller bedroom if she got this extra living space right here, which is just a game room, right? Again, I'm still upstairs, so I don't consider it a total single story. I'd say a 1.5, if anything. Skylight here as well, which is nice for sunshine. Her own built-ins. And I don't really see any major repairs on here. Looks like it's sealed decently, so I don't think they're having any trouble with this one. Half bath. Don't need to say too much. Although I will say, I think it's a comfort seat toilet, which is a big deal for older people, FYI. Okay, so this is the study. Love it. Love the bookshelf in here. Love the double glass doors, and I really like that it's way to the left of the foyer when you walk in. So, yeah, no one's really going to see your things. You see how far we are from the door. So I just want to talk in the kitchen just a little bit longer. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's decent size, but it's definitely not super big for the cabinetry. And that's one of the reasons why I might do something with this breakfast table area here. I mean, I know the windows are low and you'd have to do that, but it's going to need new windows, I would think. I mean, the interior's been done if you have the extra money. These are just single pane. Just a thought. Nothing that you have to do. I don't see anything broken, really. Really a pretty, pretty home. Okay, I'm going to get my tape and measure that garage for y'all. I don't know how Ibaya would feel. She'd be at the sink here, and the garbage disposal is, well, I mean, she couldn't get her hand in there. But she would have to step away to turn it on. Try and show you the backsplash. There is no under counter light here, but it has more of a blue or a blue greenish color. I would not consider it a neutral, but I think it goes just fabulously with this counter and then the dark wood. So they have the dark, the light, the medium color, and then that backsplash is pretty. Okay, so I'm out back. I'm standing on the deck looking what would be the grass, but quite frankly there's too many trees, really. And so, you know, they probably don't get much grass back here. There's like one strip of green and the rest is all brown and matted. Maybe it was overgrown, I don't know. Neighbor said it was an older family, so who knows. I did ask the neighbor if he knew of any, you know, plumbing, foundation issues that the previous owner had. He didn't know anything like that, he said. Okay, so here's that window from the outside. Yeah, I'd say they've got some issues on it. Right here. This is above the master bath. Again, I don't know if you can see it well because the glare is so bad today with it being cloudy. But it's been treated, and I know that too because, see, it's got this opened up drip edge along the edge of it. I mean, people have been really tinkering with it. Kind of see it. So just know that coming in, that's gonna have to be, you know, something's gonna have to be done. Look, they've got it all the way to the side. See it? Double flashed. So they've had some major problems with this. little wall slash overhang. But the backyard is a beautiful creek back there. I'm not near as worried about the drainage on this property as I was the one that Shri and I saw a long time ago. And mostly because the way the land is laid out here. If you remember the last time Shri, it was very, very, very much tiered. And this one just doesn't have that. So I'm not too concerned about the water drainage. But naturally, I can send the address to a friend of mine in insurance and make sure it's not in the floodplain. I don't think it is. I think you're going to be fine, but just to double check it. This tier, the wood decking, is pretty much right up against the height of the foundation, which is, you know, not my favorite. I like to have a little angle on it and drain to the backyard, but they do have gutters up, so they're whisking the water away off the roof line from underneath the porch, both sides. This one comes off this wall and wraps around. So remember, that's the stairwell that goes up. This door is actually in the garage. This little pocket here looks like they've got it worked out, but I'm just going to tell you, it could be tricky. It's a valley that backs up on that wall. Can't really see too much because I'm too short and the height of the ground, but could be a water area. Just a possibility, so everybody knows. Plenty of foundation here showing as well. You can see how this one's really like typical. It's a little dirty, it hadn't been painted. See where the water's been hitting the ground and then bouncing the dirt up against the foundation. This crack here is just typical. We see these little stress fractures on the corners. I'm not concerned about it. I don't think you should be. But of course, engineer would have the better opinion. Looks like there was ivy on this wall. I don't know if you can see the remnants of some of this. Again, you just don't want that on there. It's an entry for termites, so you like to keep it free of debris anyway. And another AC. So when I think things like this, and I know a Flippers had it, or I hear a Flippers had it, just makes me wonder what else didn't they touch, right? Well, you know, none of us are perfect. It's like they pay attention to some things though. Look, you could see that flashing right there. That's the skylight in the game room for Maya. Fireplace has been double flashed. Recently, it's still so shiny. So, great covered porch, ceiling fans. Yeah, I love it. It's really pretty. So I saw this on the foundation, not that it's anything, it's probably nothing, looks like a patch. And then it looks like someone has kind of painted on that cement. We don't usually see that color of cement on this base, but I don't think it's a big deal myself. And here's the other, foundation, which, geez, it seems like a lot showing. It looks like maybe it's had a little patch over here on this corner. You could see where there's a little piece missing. Again, it doesn't mean that it has had foundation problems or will foundation have problems. It could have been poured that way. This is for the spa. One pump and a heater and a filter. And that's AC unit. Okay. So these back doors open out. And I don't think these are the actual, I don't know if these are the right doors or not. I can never tell with these pins. But essentially they sell pins that you can't mess with. So that's what you want to make sure you had on the back doors, is something that people couldn't just take the pin out and walk in naturally. That door goes into the master bedroom. This one goes into a little hall into the kitchen. Roof line looks decent. I'm not concerned about it. The only concerns I have are all the touching. You know, here's a valley, which is good. It's coming right out into the grass. Shouldn't be a problem. Even looks like there's a French drain right here, you know, in the front. Gutters coming off these corners. Foundation showing. Those pebbles need to be pushed down just a little bit, I think, in this bed. But the roof line looks good. Step flashing, it's cut back. You know, get the water off. It's just that back roof line that's attached to this garage. Like I told you, there's that bedroom up there. So this has step flashing on it already on this one as well, and it's cut back. Yeah, so I like it. I like it. Mailbox cluster, just so you know. They have all these little benches in the center, I guess. Neighbors sit out with coffee maybe in the morning. Cute. Right in front of the house that you're looking at. This is the neighbor on the left here, back here I talked to. Way in the back. That's who I spoke to. Looks like you got easement right on the right. I'll check it out on the Harris County. Alright y'all, so this is about 10 blocks from the house. Hike and bike trail right here, which is super nice. I know y'all will love it. I know Abaya would love to come and walk around. Picnic table out here, bike rack out here, you can have lunch, even water fountain. Nice little dock, if you would, kind of hanging over the lake, and we'll walk down there so you can see it better.